Hello, Good Night Today family. It is great to be with you on this Tuesday morning. And for those of you who are in the Midwest and East, I hope you are staying warm through all the snow. And those of you who are in the sun, well, don't forget to put on your sunscreen, okay? Anyway, I have been reading, let me just backtrack this. One of my intentions that I want for this year is to really get to know Trisha, to really get to know what makes me tick. Because what I'm realizing is that I may have all the accomplishments that I want to achieve, all the goals, but if I don't know what makes me me, then those goals are not going to have meaning. And so 3 books have come to me within this past month that have just been really incredible. And I shared one with you last week talking about get it done. Don't procrastinate. Get into your creative genius. Another one is about the difference between the mind, the brain, and interpretation. A little bit scientific, but oh my God, it is just so wonderful. And then this one talking about the Woman Code by Sophia Nelson. And she talks about 20 codes. Some of the things in the book aren't really that new, but there are some things that really spoke to me, especially this being the beginning of the year. And I realized I can't keep doing the same things and wanting different results. So, the first thing that she talks about is that you have to know your value. And when I say know your value, not what people think of you, not what you own, not where you live, not what you've been doing all these years. Who are you? What is your value? And I love this quote by C. Joy Bell C. From the Wolves of the Sapphire Sun. This one's for the wild ones. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you. But if you yourself don't know it, all of that doesn't even matter. Every second that you spend on doubting your worth, every moment that you use to criticize yourself, is a second of your life wasted, is a moment of your life thrown away. It's not like you have forever. So don't waste any of your seconds. Don't throw even one of your moments away. So it's important, right? Who are you? And a big part of who we are is based on our history, right? And for me, there are certain parts of the history that I need to know, that I need to wrap my head around to understand where I'm at today. So she talks about like 3 things. 1, erase the negative tapes in your head. Don't let your history define your destiny. And one of the things that she talks about that's so powerful is that the words and images, I have to read this word for word because it's really powerful. Words, certain words and images have been placed in our spirit. And it becomes almost impossible to redefine ourselves so that we can truly embrace our value. And I sat down, and there's exercises that you can do, and I sat down and I wrote about those experiences, and then I've been reading this book about the mind-brain interpretation connection, and both of them started to do the same thing. Write down these experiences that you've had that keep coming through in everything that you're doing today. And the words and images that were spoken to me, I have to replace those. I need to speak my own narrative, my own words into existence. Because basically, if you don't do that, there's this tape that's going to keep going on in your head. The second thing, realize that what you think about you is what others will think about you. I remember I used to go into these really upscale stores. I live not too far from Michigan Avenue. And I would go in thinking, I don't deserve to be here. I'm this black woman. I don't have a lot of money. I know they're going to follow me, which they do anyway. I mean, they followed Oprah. But that's just that whole thing of I'm not worthy to be in this store. And guess what? I had some of the rudest sales clerks that won't even look at me. I'm like, what is up with that? So I started going into the store thinking, you know what? I am your number 1 client. And if you don't talk to me, if you don't show me respect, you are missing out on a great opportunity. And it didn't work every single time, but most of the time, that's how people treated me, that I was their number 1 client. And I'm sure that you can also think about other ways that how you think about yourself is how people treat you. And then The third thing she talks about is shift your thinking to put you at the top of your list. I know this is a challenge for most of us, but if you don't, who will? And there's steps that you can do that. Number one, trust yourself and your instincts. Listen to your inner voice, not your head, not your thoughts. Those are voices, but those aren't the ones you want to listen to. Your inner voice coming up from within, your heart and your soul, that voice. Number two, spend quality time getting to know you, not somebody's version from you. And I know as women, we always are calling our girlfriends and we're always getting other people's opinion and what should I do? And not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but you're trying to validate something that may not even be who you are. You need to get to know you. Make a date night with yourself. Sit down, a journal, or maybe go to a restaurant, whatever, movie, something, just you. Who are you? Find that person. Number three, face you to fix you. You may have been given some wrong definitions. Those wrong words and images have been placed in your spirit, but only you can fix that. And you can only fix that if you face yourself. Step 4, believe in yourself. No one else will. You have to, right? Number 5, honor yourself. This is your way. Walk in it. So that was the first code about, knowing your value. And I'll share some more of the book in the weeks to come. And I just hope that helps you greenlight your day, reflecting on your value, because we are just so amazing and awesome. And I think so many times we just forget that, and we become these automatic people doing automatic things. Oh, we need to break that really seriously. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day and a great week. Bye.